Morning everybody, welcome to Painted Dog TV. Myself and Basil very excited to be out here with you all this morning. Hope everybody's well, hope everybody's excited. It's quite a dark morning this morning. Overcast conditions. Sun hasn't risen just yet, although I would imagine it's going to remain a little bit darker this morning for a while because of the cloud cover. But yeah, very excited to see what will unfold this morning on the Reedsborough Game Reserve, everybody. Love being out while it's still dark in the mornings. I see there's a little nightjar on the road there. Can you pick that up there, Basil? How pretty is that, everybody? Nightjars are still hunting this morning. Incredibly difficult to identify. The differences are very little, to be honest, between the different species of nightjars that occur here on the Reedsborough Game Reserve, but the most common one is the fiery neck nightjar, and it is very often the one that likes to sit on the road like that. Beautiful bird, especially if you can see them up close. The most amazing markings and colours. Also love the little bristles that they have on either side of the beak, which are believed to help them with their feeding and picking up on vibrations of the movement of insects, which is what they prey on. But the bristles will actually force the insect closer to the beak, to the opening of the beak, so they can grab hold of their prey. Now we do also get the square-tailed nightjar out here, but a square-tailed nightjar very often will actually sit perched on a tree above the road more than sitting on the road like that. That is of course a generalization. You do sometimes find the square-tailed on the road, but more often than not it's the fiery-necked, which has got that very, very distinctive, iconic call in Africa. Beautiful, beautiful call. Busy trying to mimic that call. Can hear the scrub robins already woken up this morning. Morning, sir or ma'am. Right, lots of flies buzzing around me and the smell of elephant. So looks like the big elephant bull paid the team a visit yesterday evening around camp. I'm not entirely sure what time, but I have seen one or two tracks here and I can certainly smell elephant. Just going to quickly say good morning to all of our pack members that have joined us. Morning Connie, Mary, Carol, CJ, Barbara. Morning everybody. Lovely to have you with us. Right, so I've been away for the last 2 days, everybody. Resting up, braaiing, playing golf, working hard in between all of that. Oh, Basil just got a bark spider to the face. Sorry, dude. So I haven't had my finger on the pulse, so to speak, for the last 48 hours. More sign of elephant here. Anyway, so what we're going to do this morning, everybody. Oh, there's a set of eyes up ahead on the road. Or is it just sitting on top of that? Yeah, I think it might have been a nightjar. It's just flown off. Yeah, so I was just going to say, everybody, we'll just take a drive I think probably straight through the middle of Blaubank and see what we come up with. See what tracks we might find, see if there's any sign of the lions, maybe some rhino. Obviously got fresh, relatively fresh signs of the elephants here. Gonna head up towards the reservoir in Lemundering. Just go have a look around there in case these elephants may be headed that way for a drink. They often drink there. And then we'll push on further east from there. Morning Betty, morning Shanann. Welcome ladies, good to have you with us. Just checking carefully to make sure we're not missing any tracks here. Guests will often ask me, why don't you go out earlier on these morning game drives or stay out later in your evening game drives? And out, particularly in the morning, out too early in the dark is because it's so easy to miss tracks. You end up driving over them with the vehicle, it's a very a set of tracks. So that's usually why we try get going just at first light, so that we can actually see the tracks and of course see the animals quite easily versus driving around in the dark. There's an owl, everybody. Look at that. Spotted eagle owl. Isn't that lovely? Oh, those eyes are just unreal. Now, I disturbed this owl. It was just sitting in this tree right next to the road. And then it quickly dropped down to the ground. Now, he won't be active for too much longer, this spotted eagle owl. Again, sitting in a tree, perched just above the ground but very close to the road. Taking advantage of these man-made roads to spot rodents moving across the road. They'll also eat scrub hares, the spotted eagle owl. Look at those beautiful markings. Exceptional bird. Look at that. They're amazing when you see them walking like that. Very, very cool. That was lovely. The first bird call my son ever learned was the hooting call of the spotted eagle. From when he was just 2-3 months old, I've been mimicking, using whistles, mimicking the calls of birds. And he's picked them up pretty well. It's quite amazing. Certainly the easier ones to identify and the more common ones, like the spotted eagle owl, the African fish eagle, Ardida ibis. He recognizes doves, but he can't really tell the difference yet. I suppose I shouldn't expect too much of a 2.5-year-old. But he enjoys the birds as well, just like his dad and his mom. His mother is crazy about birds. But Kate's not too good at whistling, so I do all the bird calls. But those yellow eyes are just fantastic on that spotted eagle owl. Jeez, I love it. So then, to answer your question, he tries to mimic the spotted eagle owl. It's probably the easiest for him to try do, because it's not so much a whistle as it is, like a hooing or a hooting sound. And Betty, scrub hare is large prey, but the spotted eagle owl obviously uses speed and force to tackle that scrub hare. And with its very powerful talons, will eventually break the scrub hare's spine behind the head.
No update, unfortunately. Copy that, thank you. Good morning, stations. I'm Riyadh Mobile on Netwood. I copied the update. Thank you.
Good morning, stations. Gareth Mobile from Hayes. Copied updates. Thanks. Just going to pause here briefly just to listen, everybody. Yes, Mary, we will have to arrange that one day. Have Kate come out and drive with us. She'd love it. Be cool to see how we do things. And if I found her lions and elephants, she'd be even happier. So true, Connie. We're so privileged to raise Harrison on this reserve and in this incredibly beautiful area of Hoedspruit. hearing much. Everybody other than the beautiful dawn chorus, all the birds getting active. Some tracks of civet walking along the road there, as well as impala. I'd love to find a civet for all of you. Absolutely beautiful nocturnal species that we sometimes get lucky with out here. Hyena tracks. Just make out the hyena tracks there. Not easy. Just at the top there, Basil. Yeah, there on the right hand side of your shot. And in center, looks like a young hyena, maybe a male. Spotted hyena walking east, the direction we're headed. Busy investigating some hyena tracks there, everybody, to see if there were more tracks of other individuals, but it looks like still just the one that we had tracks of earlier. Morning, Wendy. Lovely to have you with us. Just going to pop past Kudu Krip up ahead here, everybody, see if there's any signs around there. Tracks of another spotted hyena, a larger animal, going along that road there. Seem relatively fresh. I'm just going to quickly check around the water here at Kudu Krip and then might go back that way. Did you see that, Basil? Did you see what just ran across the road? A large spotted genet, and it had something in its mouth. Now the question is, did it have food in its mouth, or did it have a kitten in its mouth? Don't know if we're going to see this genet again, but I've only once in my life seen a female genet and her kittens. And when they're still very tiny, she'll sometimes carry them the same way the big cats do.
Morning, Sammy. Nothing to report for the morning so far.
No, I don't see any movement out there. Unfortunately, just too much vegetation here for us to pick it up again, that genet.
I'm sure I picked it up on camera. I didn't see it myself, but let's see if the lady saw anything at all.
Okay.
Chris, on to blow bump, number 1.
Very cool though. Yeah, so not sure if it was, like I say, everybody prey, or a little kitten that genet was carrying in its mouth, but exciting. Sounds like we've picked up a traveller underneath the vehicle as well. A hitchhiker. Tracks again here of a hyena that came and drank here last night. Swarms of tadpoles in the Kudu Krip reservoir. Probably all tiny little baby foam nest frogs. turn around everybody and head along the road where that hyena was headed. Those tracks are very fresh, so hoping we might get lucky with that spotted hyena. See the tracks of the hyena there. Very fresh. Sometime late last night or early this morning. I don't know what's going on with the mics. Basil just busy looking at some old line tracks. They moved through here 3 days ago. We did eventually track them down. Had the most wonderful sighting of them sleeping dead to the world up against one of the drainage lines not too far from here. I also recall a very wonderful chat about pizza. Pizza for breakfast. I tell you what, I could do pizza for breakfast today. Tracks of 2 hyena walking together here along the road. Tracks appear to be of the same timeline. Both quite big hyena. Fork in the road. Just want to see which way the hyenas went. Connie, tell David I hope he's got some in the fridge for breakfast this morning. Ask him to save me a slice. appears these hyenas have changed their plan, everybody. Must have gone off the road somewhere back there. Followed a game trail. I'm not seeing their tracks along here anymore. always just so wonderful getting a beetle to the eyeball early in the morning. Push further north from here, guys. Head up to biodiversity Dam. Haven't been up there in ages. We'll go along Hoofpad, which is always a great road to check for tracks of all the game that moves out here. A lot of them use that very prominent road moving north and south through the reserve and between Boskamp, which is now off here to our right, and that waterhole at biodiversity Dam. More civet tracks along the road here. Somebody was rolling or lay down on the road here. I think it's zebra though. Yeah. Zebra rolling here. Common summitable calling. Yeah, Mary, fantastic listening to these birds in the morning. Something so relaxing about listening to birds, peace and quiet, and the birds singing. Good for the soul. coming out on the airstrip here now, everybody. The airstrip right outside Boskamp. We'll drive up along that airstrip now, heading up towards Olivius Dam. Oh, just listen to the birds here again. Steeling's wren warbler, black-crowned chagra, black-headed oriole. Starlings. There's an animal on the runway there, right on top of the crest. Looks like an animal. I see the horns. It's an impala. Looks like a big impala ram just grazing at the top of the airstrip there. Three Musketeers, little bachelor group of 3 impala males. Yes, look at them go. Look at that guy. Full speed. Sorry boys to ruin your morning tea party. No, don't go into the fence, silly boy. Jeez. Well, there you go, everybody. People often say, how does an impala get through a fence? Well, that's how. Shame, man. Really wish they would take down this fencing here around the airstrip. There's absolutely no need for it. But of course, we don't own the land and we can't tell them what to do. Fortunately though, he didn't get stuck in the fence. I really wasn't looking forward to trying to remove a fully grown impala ram from a fence. Incredibly dangerous, of course, especially with those hooves and horns. It'll blow your mind how powerful that animal is, guys. I've had to do it a couple of times. Remove them from fences, and even working with impala, moving impala from one property to the next. And you hang on to those things with all your might, and they very often will still break loose. They are so powerful. Just shows you the strength of these predators that hang on to them. Like a broken man after you've done that. After wrestling an impala, struggle to get out of bed the next morning. Yeah, exactly, Mary. That's why the fence was erected, to keep animals off the airstrip. But the problem is it's open-ended on both sides, so very often a lot of the game still gets in there. It does deter the big game though, for the most part, the rhino and the elephant. Heading up this way, guys, towards Blouvillebeest Dam. Also puts us in good country for the cheetah. All of the cheetah, the males and the females, regularly move along Hoofpad here, north of the airstrip. Thought I heard lions roaring there, but clearly not. Chris for Gaz.
Go ahead, Gaz.
Morning, Chris. Do you know what the most recent update is on the lions?
3 males were on a Kaya southern fence near the corridor yesterday, and the pride were contractors on Kaya.
Copied. Are all 6 together again?
I didn't hear the number yesterday, I don't know if it's 5 or 6.
Copy. Thanks, Chris.
Good morning. I was with them yesterday. 5 with all together. I don't know whether one missing one was.
Okay, copy. Thanks, Andreas. Right, so now we know why we're not seeing any lion tracks out this side. Sounds like all the lions are on Kaya at the moment. Well, 5 lionesses and 3 males. Not too sure where Nyaleti is at the moment, the lioness that we treated recently.
Audio earlier on, but it sounded like they were. I was a bit far, but it sounded like maybe on Leadwood towards the reservoir side on the Draped fence line.
Okay, copy that. Thanks, Jakes. I'm just heading north along Wolfpad now. I'll check that area. So I was just going to say, but you never know, lions change their minds as well and they turn back. The males were apparently close to the corridor, which then takes you into Kaya in Glovo. And Jakes is just now reporting lion audio that he heard earlier this morning. Sounds like maybe very close to that corridor. So we'll maybe head, oh beautiful, nice big herd of zebra. Oh sorry guys, not happy to see a vehicle this morning. Listen to them run. Yeah, very cool.
On Cobank, number 2.
Yeah, so might just go have a look up there near the corridor, everybody. See if there's any sign of those lions. Little Dacre has just stepped out into the road up ahead. Frozen like a deer in the headlights. Oh, there's a pretty bird sitting at the top of this dead tree here. Just heard it calling before I saw it. Be very difficult to see the true beauty of this bird in these overcast conditions, everybody, but that is a violet-backed starling sitting at the top of this dead leadwood tree. Colours on this bird are superb. Very twitchy, very alert. May have just heard another starling calling nearby, which is maybe why it's so busy. I definitely heard a violet-backed starling calling. I assume it's this one. There might have been another one nearby that was calling. hear other starlings calling. The glossy starlings calling nearby. But they don't compete with each other, so it wouldn't be the Cape glossy starling that's upsetting the violet-backed. Very nice. Ringneck dove calling. I was just listening carefully there, everyone. I thought I'd heard maybe a high-pitched chirping call of one of the female cheetah, but it turns out it's one of the canaries that's calling. Oh, brilliant, Connie. That's great news. Yeah, and certainly, in my opinion, the most beautiful starling that we have, at least in southern Africa. Absolutely love their colors and their call. Such a pretty call. Different, very different call. Almost electric, they call. Sounds electrical. Right, I'm not going to go all the way up to the corridor, everybody. I'm just going to go past Blouvillebeers Dam, which is now just down here to our left. See what's what at this waterhole. Such a beautiful waterhole. And then I can just quickly check the fence line afterward. See if there's any tracks of those lines. Monkey sitting at the very top of a dead tree just beyond Blouvillebeers Dam here. Probably sitting up there acting as a scout, keeping a lookout for any predators while the rest of his troop start feeding. Grey heron. Beautiful, gorgeous bushshrike calling in the drainage line that feeds into Blouvillebeers Dam. And a little grebe moving around on the water as well.
Stations just had a long-range visual of a leopard on the Blowbank eastern fence between Riversdale Path and Learoot.
Oh, that's very cool. Chris just saw a leopard. What's that grebe feeding on? Caught a fish. Looks like it. Yeah, look at that. Incredible. Oh, I don't know. Certainly looked like a fish.
Thanks, Chris.
Still trying to get it down. rather forlorn looking vervet monkey. Not often you see them sitting up in the top of dead trees like that, everybody. But almost certainly acting as a scout up there for the rest of the troop. It's the highest tree around. From up there, you can keep a lookout for predators. Betty, no, they're actually not weaver's nests that you'd spotted behind the heron there. They are foam nest frog nests back up there, but I am seeing some weavers up ahead, so I'm just going to move a little bit more forward. Looks like there might be some weaver action up ahead here on one of the trees that overhangs the water. Looks like some of the males are busy building nests here. I'll just stop here. See there, Basil? Through the gap. See the nests. There we go. A couple of newly renovated homes and one existing home, which I'm sure is probably in use, judging by the size of it. Look at this tree right here, Basil. Look at this weaver working here. See here, close to us here. Look at that. Oh, that's brilliant. Still busy building. So beautiful. Such a joy to watch. You can still hear the gorgeous bushrock calling constantly here in the drainage line. That is lesser Carol. Lesser mast weavers that are building their nests here. They're just so beautiful.
Can you see that one that I've got on camera?
No. Oh yes. Who's that jumping around in there? That's a firefinch. Oh, and a common waxbill. Common waxbill's moving up to the top there. See that movement there, Basil? Yeah, I'll focus on that. Can you go any closer, or is that full zoom?
Yeah, it's a full zoom.
Okay. Oh, just flown out. A wonderful brief view of a common waxbill there, everybody, as well as what looked like a red-billed firefinch. Good spot, Basil. Lots of bird activity here around the dam today. There's still a firefinch in there. Yeah. Yeah, it's a red-billed firefinch, busy preening itself in the middle of the sweet thorn acacia. Lovely. What a treat. Amazing collection of birds here this morning, everybody. But we are going to have to move on, folks, because we have a vehicle waiting for us to move here. They're parked on the dam wall. Lovely stuff though. Got Andreas from Rhino Revolution out on a game drive.
Right on the edge of this tree. Let's go back a little bit.
Basil's just spotted another bird here, everybody, that we'll briefly look at. Oh, look at that, everybody. Purple indigo bird. Well spotted, bud. Just hopped down. Oh, that's awesome, eh? Purple indigo bird. Lovely. Everybody, I've just got an update now. Sammy, one of the guides out of Ndlovu, has located one of the male lions. He is currently just east of the corridor, so still on Kaya, but pretty close to Blowbank, so they might actually make their way back onto the property, onto our side of the property rather, some stage today, especially with these overcast conditions. That's a definite possibility. But where that lion currently is resting, we cannot get to it, so maybe try get there later today. So we're going to take this road I'm on now, everybody, and just cut south again. I'm looking for signs of the cheetah, in particular the female with the two cubs, the younger female. When she first had the cubs, she was spending a lot of time in this area. Yeah. When was that, Basil? Yeah. Could have easily moved this side already. Well, it was definitely worth popping into Blowville Dam this morning. Birds were fantastic. Particularly loved seeing that common waxbill, everybody, and the purple indigo bird. Two birds I haven't seen yet this season. Very special indeed. Good morning, Rosemary. We are also very happy that you could join us for the remainder of our drive this morning. It's been an absolutely beautiful morning. A morning full of birds, amazing birds. Hopefully more to come. This particular area I'm driving through now is often very productive with birds of prey. The eagles, some of the accipiters, the smaller birds of prey. Often find them along here too. Oh, and as I say that, there was a common buzzard. It's just flown off, everybody. It was sitting in this tree right here. I'm busy looking at the road for tracks and hadn't seen it at first. Look at the grass here. As tall as the bonnet. Top of the bonnet. Lovely, Carol. Glad you got to see the indigo bird the other day. Which one was it though that you saw? Was it the common or the purple? Both occur out here. Big bird here. Southern white-crowned shrike. Lovely. A flock of them busy feeding in this area. That one's got food in its mouth, in its beak. Southern white-crowned shrike. Wow, look at that, and he's feeding. Just missed what it was. Not sure if it was a wasp or a beetle. Yeah. Very chatty birds. Oh man, that's lovely. Southern white-crowned shrike. Ah, I see. Okay, Carol. Well, we'll have to find you the common indigo bird. Out here somewhere. Just got a very strong whiff of popcorn back there, everybody, which is why I immediately turned off the road to look for tracks. I was hoping it was a leopard, but it was actually a genet that had marked its territory along here. Oh dear, Carol, bird names again. I think it's village. I'll have to double check. I think it's village indigo bird. I don't think I've ever seen dusky here. I've seen it in the Kruger, but not here. So the dusky and the purple indigo bird, guys, both have the pale beak. And then the purple indigo bird, I think, has got red feet, and the dusky indigo bird has got pale feet. Subtle little differences. Black puffback, busy calling in the block here. Very productive area for white rhino of late as well that we're in now, everybody. Bird of prey. Oh, what a stunning view, everybody, of a common buzzard. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, and a long-tailed paradise white on the road here as well, busy feeding everyone. Another exceptional bird, just the craziest tail and beautiful colours on its chest. Can you up the ISO a bit there, Basil? So these little widers, everybody, are predominantly seed eaters. Busy feeding on the seeds of the grasses here along the road. I have seen them feed on ants before as well, though. Oh, that is just magic. It is just crazy, hey, that these birds fly with a tail like that. But of course, it's to attract its mate. Females are attracted to birds with longer, heavier tails and fly well with that heavier tail, stronger genes. I also find it so fascinating how, you know, they'll molt their feathers at the end of the breeding season now. And that tail just disappears completely. It only comes out during the summer months. And you look at the two birds, if you look in your books, everybody, or on the app, whatever you're using, look at the breeding plumage of this long-tailed paradise white versus non-breeding plumage. And they literally look like two completely different species. Amazing how they grow these tail feathers and their colours change. So special. What an amazing sighting, everybody. So close to the vehicle and so comfortable with us being here. Just lovely seeing them out in the open like this. So you can actually see the grass seed on the road, everyone, that he's busy picking up. It's actually the fluorescence of the grass, and what he's feeding on looks like it might be, I'm just trying to work out which grass seed he's actually feeding on here. Might be sawtooth lovegrass. Oh, there he goes. Beautiful. What a lovely sighting. I'm going to quickly hop off the vehicle here, everybody, and see if I don't see any tracks of anybody. Amazing, hey guys, the variety of bird life we've discovered this morning. The birds have certainly come to play today. A wonderful treat. Okay, yeah, I think it's a vulture. See it up there, Basil? Yeah, it is a vulture, everybody. A white-backed vulture, busy preening itself up there now. Wonderful. Our most common vulture species. Still listed as vulnerable though. So scary how the vulture populations have been decimated in Africa. But fortunately they thrive in protected areas like the Rietsbraak Game Reserve. The only problem is we just can't confine them to this reserve. They'll be completely at risk if they go and feed elsewhere. Need the lions and cheetahs to make more kills here on Rietsbraak. Keep the birds from having to go further beyond and search for food. Geez, I tell you what, everybody, we're going to have to create a bird list for this morning. See how many different species we've seen. Wonderful species as well. Ones that we don't regularly see. Absolutely loved the birds today. Wonderful herd of impala up ahead. Oh, bearded woodpecker calling. And a woodland kingfisher. Did you see it, Basil? It's going to be very difficult to tell you. Don't worry. I thought maybe you'd seen it flying over the heads of the impala. Wonderful. Oxpeckers sitting in the dead tree here. Yeah, this dead tree here. You see where the V is?
Oh, yeah.
Might even be nesting in the fork of this knobthorn tree here. A couple of red-billed oxpeckers. Go away, flies. Actually a pair of juvenile red-billed oxpeckers. Clearly haven't got their full adult plumage yet and haven't got the red colour to the beak yet. And now, impala alarm calling. It's weird. Let's try to see what's going on here, everyone. What are you alarm calling at? Are you alarm calling at us? Well, that's just daft. Oh, incredible though, everybody. Listen to that sound. Jeez, they seem very convinced, eh? Now we're right out in the open here, everybody. Basil and I are scanning frantically all around us. I can't see anything. That doesn't mean there isn't a cat hiding here. But when I first pulled forward like this, The Impala were all staring straight at me, straight at us in the vehicle and alarm calling. Just going to quickly turn around though. Just want to make sure there's nothing. She was almost popped my hip when I sat back down the vehicle here now. Just want to quickly see if there's not something I'm missing here behind the bushes, or maybe walking up the road behind us. God, I tell you what, if there was one species of animal I could remove off the face of the earth for the rest of eternity, it would be a fly. My God, they drive me dilly. Almost swallowed 3 of them there while I'm talking. There was one impala when we first came upon them that was looking across the road here very intently. Never know, it could be a leopard that was watching these impala that's just hiding behind this thicket here. I've seen it happen so many times before. I think there's nothing there, and when you look closely, there's a leopard lying flat in the grass or behind a thicket, busy watching the impala grazing. If there was a leopard in these thickets, we would have flushed it. What?
It's on the dead trees right in front of us.
I'm not seeing what you're seeing, but...
Look at the
great spot there. There we go, guys. The woodland kingfisher. One's busy eating something. What's he got? A beetle. I don't even know where you've spotted these birds, but I can't see them yet.
You can see them.
I can see them on the screen, clearly, but I can't see them in the bush.
Oh, the bush is blocking your view.
Have I got a tree in my way? That makes sense. Impala is still snorting every now and then. Impala will sometimes sound the alarm when they've picked up the scent of a predator. Perhaps there is still a predator nearby that left its scent behind. Jeez, I'm amazed these impala alarm callings, still alarm calling. Carol, to answer your question, no, we are miles away from where Chris saw that leopard. He saw it on the eastern fence of Blaubank, down near Sekwe Dam. So quite a distance from here. Yeah. Impalas have stopped now. I swear they were alarm calling at us. There's definitely no tracks of any predators along the road here either. Well, everybody, we are sadly going to have to say goodbye, but it has certainly been a brilliant morning. A morning for the birds. And some wonderful sightings of a couple of the mammals. I've absolutely loved it, and I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. And I hope that you all have a brilliant day or a brilliant evening, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you again soon, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Goodbye, everyone.